Hi, everyone. My name is Jeremy Lowe, and I'm a senior studying environmental engineering here at NC State. And my research focuses on exploring the determinants and indicators of poultry feces management behaviors in rural Western Uganda under the advisement of Dr. Angela Harris in the Department of Civil Construction and Environmental Engineering. And for a bit of background, diarrheal diseases, specifically due to inadequate water, sanitation, and hygiene, continue to have devastating impacts on children under 5 years old in low and middle income countries. And these experiences of inadequate sanitation and hygiene can often lead to these children ingesting animal fecal matter. And so recent studies have found that basic wash interventions, such as point-of-use chlorination or improved latrine access, do not improve child growth. And so there's been a recent call for what is known as transformative wash, which focuses on many different things, but one part namely being reducing overall fecal contamination in household environments. And so our study specifically, we surveyed 1,306 households throughout the Masindi and Kirindogo districts in Western Uganda in October 2019. And from here, after this, conducted a literature review of 54 articles to inform the development of a conceptual framework of poultry feces management behaviors. And from here, after developing the framework, we plan to use regression models to validate it and understand the causal pathways between the determinants and indicators. And so to test our conceptual framework, we hope to employ the use of logistic regression models to better define the causal relationships between our determinants and indicators. And so the equation you can see shown on the top right shows it's a generic equation where x1 through 8 represent the various determinants as shown in figure 1. And on the left-hand side of the equation would be the indicator that we're hoping to test for in the logistic regression model. And beyond this, we hope to develop robust indicators of poultry feces management behaviors that could then potentially be used in the development of a poultry feces management behaviors scale that can be readily employed in future surveys and interventions. And so the results of a multiple factor analysis can be seen in figure 2. And multiple factor analysis combines the underlying principles of principal component analysis and multiple factor analysis into one analysis that is really good for doing exploratory data analysis on both continuous and categorical variables. And so in figure 2, you can interpret it as the variables that are more closely grouped together and further away from the origin are more highly correlated. And from this point, we can potentially use this analysis to understand the different weights of these variables in the development of composite variables as part of a scale. And lastly, just to tie everything back together, understanding the determinants and indicators of poultry feces management behaviors has great potential to influence future water, sanitation, and hygiene interventions that focus on decreasing overall fecal contamination in household environments.